We would like to start off by saying happy Onewheel Wednesday to everybody. I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a good Easter weekend. My name is Scot Mendenhall. This is one of the highlights of the week for all of us involved in this Onewheel podcast. We talk about all things Onewheel and life in between, and every week I do this. I have my iPad up because I was listening to something else, and then bam, there I am live. But hey, we're hoping you're doing spectacular. This is the Scot Mendenhall and Friends podcast. I always have my friends with me, starting with my best friend and my wife, Holly. How are we doing?
Doing great. How are you guys doing?
Great. You must be really thirsty over there. You have
I have liquid death.
You have coffee.
I've got my coffee.
Jeez.
I got some flowers.
Yeah.
It's a rainy day in Minnesota.
It is. You gotta. Hey, and if you haven't had Liquid Death, we're not sponsored by this. We wouldn't mind being sponsored by Liquid Death. It is water in a can, and it's actually tasty.
Do you really taste a difference?
I find myself, it just tastes like water, really. But it might feel colder, though, to be honest with you. What I do find is that I drink more water when it comes out of the can. I don't know why that is. And then Holly's and one of our great longtime friends, been around since she was a teenager. Now she's well into her 20s, heading strong into her 30s.
Almost out.
Lily Wiener
Hi.
in the house.
I'm almost out of my 30s. It's like...
Wait, you said almost out of my 30s.
Oh, no, not my 30s. My 20s. I have been starting at 30, like, when I turn 30 list.
What?
Whoa. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've started
I just would like to ask, are you really cold because you seem to be stuck in a sleeping bag?
Yeah, I'm in a sleeping bag. I'm a little chilly.
It is. We're such a
little
bunch of
chilly.
pansies in Minnesota. It rains, and we
it's-
find it freezing. It's negative 20 and snows, and we're outside in hoodies.
Well, we just put away our winter clothes, like, after we get a 60-degree day, and now they haven't come back out.
They
So
have
I'm
not.
just cold
Well,
in
and
my
it
spring
always
clothes.
feels colder when it's rainy. So it's like a cold wet.
Cold,
A wet cold.
Yeah, I got you. I'm hearing
It's
what
cold.
you're saying, but
It's
I
cold.
don't. Yeah, I got you. Okay, so we're gonna cover a lot of things on One Wheel related. We got a new tire that we're gonna just make you jealous that we have it in our hands. To be honest with you, not on purpose, but you will. But we'll talk about that. It is not going to be. We've not put it on. It's not sitting on anything yet. We just received it in the mail right before we went live, so we're going to talk about that. We have Onewheels in movies, and maybe you know of other movies we need to clip out and show that Onewheels have made it into movies. Oh, I just thought of another movie. We'll have to do it next week though. But we're on the hunt for some of those things, so we're pretty stoked
I
about.
thought of one, too.
You just did?
Bad Grandpa.
Yeah, that's what I was.
Oh, that has a one wheel. Someone riding a
Yeah,
one
the
wheel in it.
grandpa
Yeah.
rides it in there. We'll pull that clip next week. But it's a segment, Onewheels in Hollywood. Thought that'd be pretty fun to start a segment here where we're hunting for and you can send us clips in. And then we have that segment happening. We have the debate between what's the best EPV, which stands for what, Holly?
Electric personal vehicle.
Oh, you nailed it. This is amazing.
No hesitation.
None at all. Well done. I applaud you, Holly. Okay, so we're gonna talk about that. So jump in the chat. We're gonna want your opinions on what you think is, and I'm sure there's a bunch of you out there that have strong opinions about that. We have our own Onewheel GT range test. We did it. We put it to the test. If you haven't seen the footage from this past weekend, you are missing out because it's one of our better videos. I do have to admit. And then we got a couple ideas that we're gonna show you. We're building in our trails in the sloppy mess around here in Minnesota as it's continuing to thaw. Last week it snowed every day, even on Easter.
Crazy.
It snowed. Yep, it's just the life we live. Okay, I want to give us Lil, why don't you start with the shout outs in the chat today?
Shout out to Wilson Woodward for watching. Barack, Lee Weber, Nick Orlando, Luke Dietz, Legend Mendenhall, Holly Mendenhall, Jerry Chapman. Was that good?
That's
You
it?
sounded really
Shout
excited
out.
about those.
Yeah,
I just was trying to see how fast I could say their names.
Excitement started out at about 100.
She
and came
might-
down to like 5.
She might not have been
Sterling
able
Blair,
to
Thomas
say them
Kennedy.
really fast, but that girl can type. She could probably type all of them faster than she could say them. That's the truth.
So
I know,
Thomas
right?
Kennedy's going, dang, snow.
Yeah, dang.
It's just
It's
happening.
true.
It's still like there's a chance today's rains turns into snow.
Oh yeah,
It's the battle of winter in Minnesota. Okay, so let's get into the first topic. Now, this is where we're going to need your participation in the crowd, the audience that you are watching somewhere. I know this is a podcast style. You get to just listen to it. Some of you are saying, I'm literally listening to this at work. I hope we're inspiring you to work
What are some of
hard.
the weirdest times you listen to podcasts? That's a fun. That's a.
This
I
is
totally.
but I just feel like
interrupted.
we're asking for like, what is the weirdest? Like, but it seems normal to somebody else.
The other day I laid on my floor and listened to one.
Just laid on the floor.
Yeah, it was so nice.
Did you just
I
get
was
done
just
working out and you were like,
No, my floor has just been a fun place to lay lately.
okay. I mean, but then the other day I ran 8 miles and I listened to
Well, that's
3
normal.
podcasts. That's normal? You do
I
that?
feel like that's a normal time to listen to podcasts when you run.
When
Or
you're
have you
when you're
listened to-
exercising.
Do you run?
I run sometimes.
And
yes.
did you listen to a podcast?
I haven't done it in a while.
Okay, so I guess it's not that. It's weird. I'm the only one who's doing it.
I usually listen to one when I'm on my way to go pick up my grocery
That's
order.
a good one.
Okay, I'll be honest. I put my
Nice.
phone in the shower and listen to podcasts.
I have done that because you have told me you've done that, or I just knew about it.
Yeah, it's kind of an eerie feeling because there's phones or cameras on both sides of the phone, so you could it's just like.
Oh,
water
I don't
bump
do it
this-
like that. That's weird.
Well, how do you do this?
I put it attached to my Bluetooth speaker and then just let it play.
Oh, I don't.
Well,
I
now
just- I
that was a
literally-
brilliant idea.
I literally bring my phone into the shower and just place it in there and let it go. And like if a water droplet hits the screen and answers a call sometime, that would be shocking for everyone involved.
If it was FaceTime.
Yeah, well, I don't get to choose when the water droplet hits it.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Okay. We are.
Yikes! You
thank
just took this for a
totally
really weird
distracting me. Let's
turn.
get into the first topic of what's the best EPV. Let's list them really quick, and please help us in the chat in case we miss any. You have the electric skateboard, and there's so many that fall underneath that. We have the electric scooter. We have the electric bike. We have the electric skateboard. We have the EUCs, which is the unicycles. That's 5 that come to my mind. Are
Wow.
there? And maybe we would throw in there the hoverboard, where the wheels where you stood straight, right? You got the 6 in mind.
What about the flying jetpack we saw recently?
I don't think I would call that an
electric?
personal device,
What about
I don't know why.
but maybe or vehicle.
I mean, so vehicle would be like considered roadworthy.
Yeah, I would think so.
So I'd say a hoverboard is out.
Why? People ride them on the street all the time.
Yeah, like through neighborhoods, not like you ride your one wheel on the road or like the highway or.
Okay, so are we feeling like I'm writing this down so I don't forget these? So we have the e-bike, we have the e-skateboard, scooter,
One wheel.
one wheel. Did we forget about that one?
Have
well,
we
you
seen
didn't
the
mention
summer
it, but I
board?
think it was kind of a given because it's One Wheel Wednesday.
Yeah, true.
Have
What
we
else?
seen the hoverboard?
Segway.
Or, sorry, summer board.
What's the summer board? Or Segway?
Segway.
Segway, summer board.
What is the summer board? We'd have to look that one up because is the summer board like a
Yeah,
version
I've seen
of
the
a
summer
skateboard?
board. It's this one.
Oh yeah, it's the leaf board as well. Leaf board has made something like that, so it's got your skateboard wheels and a rotating wheel, so you can turn like you're going down a. I would classify that into a skateboard. That is a good one. Okay, so the question is, which one of these is all around the best?
One wheel.
Thank you for.
That doesn't even
that's-
need to be like really.
Yeah, no, like we have to be objective here. This is silly. If we
Okay,
one
so-
wheel, we have to talk about some of them and let some of the people that have the EUCs share their points.
Okay.
and their
Okay.
opinions or to the bikes. And so out of the 6, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We are going to rank, in our opinion, and then we'll discuss about it, what is the best, okay? And we're going to start with the worst. Out of all of these, I would say the hoverboard, that plasticky thing that caught on fire, is number 6.
Yeah.
Anyone care to disagree?
No.
Holly?
Never ridden one.
Never
But-
ridden one either.
I don't know that I have a desire to ride one either.
They're not that exciting.
Yeah.
It feels, that genuinely feels like
Like a
toy.
kid's toy?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, we're
All
going
right, number 6.
Okay, now we have the e-skateboard, the electric bike, the electric scooter, the one-wheel and Segway.
Scooter.
You're going scooter?
Actually, maybe the Segway.
The Segway, which
Yeah.
version of the Segway we're talking about? Because there's a lot out
Like
there.
any version, they're just like all kind of lame in my
Well,
opinion.
when you think of Segway, you don't necessarily think of like off-road. So,
I think of mall cops. That's what I think about them.
Paul Blart.
Yeah, so it doesn't really help.
Okay, but that could be featured in electric, like for movies with an electric personal device or a vehicle in it.
Yeah. Okay, so what are we going? Are we saying Segway?
I'm saying Segway.
Those that are in our chat as well, what are you going with? Is the best? Like, do you agree with what we're saying? The hoverboard number 6. We're going number 5 is the Segway. Now, this is where we start to, I think that it gets very close here.
I agree.
Almost would go, and I know there's so many, there's like a million. It's like scooters have babies like rabbits. They're all over the place. E-scooters are everywhere. You have the stuff that are in downtown cities, and then you have all these ones that like 70-mile-an-hour scooters. Like,
That's crazy.
Like a Vespa? Is that considered?
a Vespa?
Like
A
one of the
Vespa.
Vespa
Holly,
things.
A Vespa?
Like a
No,
little...
we're talking about scooters like
Okay.
that a razor scooter that
Those
has
go
electric.
70 miles an hour?
Yes.
No way. I would lose control and I would be like,
Wobbling.
Wow.
yeah,
Yeah.
no thank you.
I don't think that the scooter, like, I don't care what scooter you get me. I rode a bunch of them, and none of them have, like, done it for me. Haven't made me go, whoa, that's amazing. So I got to go. I'm going e-scooter is going to be number 4
Yeah.
for me in this
So
list.
6 is hoverboard, 5 is Segway, 4 is e-scooter.
Yes.
So
now
far.
we have the
We're rating.
electric
We're ranking
bikes,
and rating.
electric skateboards, and segways. Now, Lily and I had the opportunity to ride both. We have video footage of us. We used to own, we still own. I should have brought my boosted board in here. I
You
forgot.
should have.
Still own it.
Boosted boards. We were a fan of electric skateboards. That's where we started, okay? Rest in
Still
peace,
fun.
Boosted. Still absolutely
Like,
fun.
gonna
but
take it out.
very limited to where you can win and where you can ride those. Here, we'll just roll it while we talk. Here's footage of Lily and I attempting, because we live in Minnesota, the struggle with Boosted was at 6 months out of the year, you've got that, which that's called ice.
Woo! That was
And-
fun.
And so we went out on the ice one winter
Oh, that was so fun.
and just rode our Boosted boards, and it was like, it was fun for a video, but there's no way you do that all the time.
No way. You can't even do it on ice, though.
No, we were messing around for sure.
For this video.
We look
But-
cold.
But we didn't. It was not enjoy. It's just not what you're just not riding it around. It's so much fun to do that, but it's not a mode of transportation. I think
The skate, you don't think it's off ice. It's not a mode of transportation. Is that what you're
in
saying?
That was, like,
Minnesota,
fun.
it's not a mode of transportation. If you live in Hawaii, California,
Then maybe.
Miami,
Oh, that was
you know,
my
somewhere
first
where it's
Onewheel.
warm all the time, I think you're probably going to get away with an electric skateboard for sure, and it's a mode of transportation quite well.
But, like, one wheels are superior.
Yeah, I think that's what we've learned. Like, look, like we can. There's Lily. And
That
I,
one
and
wheel,
we're-
it
mind
looks
you, when we're
sweet.
riding at this point, we're very new to one wheel. Like, very new to one wheel.
We're
Within
noobs.
weeks of riding one wheels, and what we had run into was the dilemma of the electric skateboard in snow and ice. And so it was like, I was really bummed. Holly had surprised me with the boosted board. It was such a good surprise. I was like, what is this? But then I rapidly diminished in my excitement as it got cold, and I couldn't ride it anymore because of ice all over the place and snow falling, and then it just sat there. So I was like, ugh. That entered in the one wheel. Now the bike, the electric bike, much more robust of a machine, right?
We have some
Yes.
debates on this on the bike.
Okay.
Luke says that he would say scooters over the bikes. That's his opinion.
No.
Wait, are better than the bike.
Correct.
Now, I could get you that now as I begin to have my conversation and I hear what Luke says. The bike is robust.
Lee says our city has both the sit-down scooters and the stand-up scooters. The sit-down moped ones are slow and boring. Anything is better than those. We almost should have put those on the list. The sit-down scooter, like those, like you find in like the like old people are riding.
Yeah,
them.
they're like a bicycle though, but scooter, right?
Yeah.
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 Yes. Okay, those are awful.
Mm.
That probably didn't make the list because they're
Yeah,
just
they're awful.
They're very slow.
They probably go like 10 miles an
You-
hour.
yeah, you can walk faster than them. Okay, but an electric bike,
Those are fun.
but they are very fun. They can go fast. Like when I think of Super 73 and their style of bike and stuff, I think those are great.
Oh yeah, Super 70.
But they're huge.
Lily's
Like,
cracking me up today.
Me?
Lily, think about electric bike for
They
you.
are huge.
You would have to have a bike rack.
I
to
forgot
take
about
that
Super
somewhere.
73s.
But what would
That
What were you
actually,
thinking of the electric bikes then?
Like the one we tried.
Yeah,
one
that
we
would be
tried in that
similar
one
to
race
Super
we did.
73.
We did a race with an electric bike, a one wheel,
A scooter.
a scooter, and a. What was the last one? Why are you? What's wrong?
I'm reading a comment. There's nothing wrong. I'm reading a comment.
Scott
Thomas
was just
Kennedy.
like staring in the distance. But okay, so I couldn't own a Super 73 right now. I could, but it would just be so inconvenient in my lifestyle.
They're a little,
But I
like,
do want one.
obnoxiously big. You
someday.
mean? Like,
Yeah.
I
They're
just
big.
think it's tough to
I
travel
don't know, they're
with
fun.
a bike. I think you are. I don't think you're. I would not. I'm speaking for me. Want to have to load up my bike and go somewhere. That's just complicated. I'd like to leave my house and ride my bike somewhere, like a motorcycle if it's an electric bike, and get me back and forth. I would love that. I don't like the bigness of it. Where if I want to go to a park, it's complicated. So I might actually, because of that, move the scooter up above the bike because I think when it comes to the electric EPVs, I want something that's very compact, very portable, and I think as I venture into the e-bikes, now why don't I just go get an electric motorcycle? Like Harley has a great electric motorcycle. Why don't I just now I get the price differences like tens of thousands of dollars, but I think I'm with. Is it Luke?
Luke said it, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna go. E-bikes is number
4, and then your scooter. The thing I like about
then the scooter.
I think a huge selling point for the e-bikes, maybe the scooters, but the learning curve for those are minimal. Like,
that's true.
Someone like me, like I can do the one wheel, but like not great. Like I can't go do trails and stuff.
Yeah, if you already know how to
now
ride a bike.
I need to get out and practice some more. But you give me an electric bike, see ya. I could do that in a heartbeat.
See ya.
Yeah. But I just don't think
she said see
you
ya.
could
See ya.
So the learning curve on an electric bike is very little, right? It's the pedal assist is really what they call it in electric bikes, to pedal assist you. So it's diminished. I think an electric
Which
bike
is a positive.
I think the electric bike, how even there's less working out in an electric bike. It's a chill situation. Like the vibes are.
I don't think that's the point of an electric.
I don't
bike.
think.
Well, I like
working out would be classified in any of these.
No.
What? No, one wheel you could get.
No.
Going down the trail, Lily. Okay,
it takes like agility and balance.
Yes.
But I wouldn't consider it a workout.
No, disagree. You don't get on your one wheel for a workout.
Yeah,
okay, have you ever been sore after a one wheel ride, Lily?
Yeah, but that's not like I've been sore after typing too long on a computer.
Okay, you got problems.
Like my fingers.
You have.
Okay,
it's not a workout.
We need to hear from you. Who picks up their EPV as their workout? Let's hear from you.
No, I'm not saying.
I think people who own EPVs don't work out.
You could use your one wheel to do push-ups and go around in a circle. I mean, there's a lot of workouts you can do on your one wheel. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but that's not why people buy them.
No, but like
it's not even a selling point.
It is. If you're on the fence, let me talk to those that are trying to convince someone to give you money to buy. Just throw it in there. I can work out with this thing. I can do squats by holding 30 pounds.
I guess it just depends on the demographic you're trying to.
I can go around and do push-ups with it. Mom, just give me money.
Lee Weber says not a workout.
It might be.
One wheel is a workout for the bottom of your feet.
Yeah, look, everybody's complaining about their ankles and stuff. It works out your ankles, so get
No,
out of here.
you need to go work out your ankles to not be sore on your one wheel.
I would do some of that. My ankles are sore every morning when I wake up.
Okay, you're getting old, Billy. Holly, over there in her little cackling. Tell me, Holly, how many miles have you put on your one wheel in the last week?
Lost it.
Yeah, you've lost it. She's lost it. She hasn't put 1 mile still on her one wheel.
It's been raining.
You would think because she's on a podcast about one wheels that she would ride a one wheel.
I do plan to. I have videotaped my kids doing new tricks. I have watched them. I'm still looking for my helmet.
No, they don't even. The kids know where your helmet is. Don't even be like that.
I can't find my helmet.
So in the house we now that the thaw has happened and we're fighting this good war between spring and winter.
Winter, yeah.
We have a competition going in the house every month. Whoever rides the most miles and learns the newest tricks gets to get whatever we're giving away. Right now, it is a treaded tire for the pints for one of the kids. One of the winners today will be picked because of their effort. So Holly has been out there taking video of them learning new tricks and trying to get as many miles as they can. Like, they put on hundreds of miles in 1 month. It's been actually a pretty good time to watch them in what they're doing. And so we're pretty excited about it. Holly's not once got out there to ride with them. Why is that, Holly?
Well, because I am keeping track of them.
Oh, yeah, get out of here. You are ridiculous.
I will get out and ride. I would definitely say I'm a fair weather rider. It's got to be pretty perfect out there because I'm not great in the grass. And so if the grass is at all soft, I'll
Right.
just end up on my butt.
I like what Kel Dog, I think it is. Riding definitely is a workout. If you don't think so, you're doing it right.
You're not doing it right.
You're not doing
You're not doing it right.
Yeah,
Yes,
I think we're like 50-50 on the workout.
Yeah, thank you. Clearly, I'm the minority in here.
No,
as
if
these
it's
two.
50-50, you're not. Well, in here you are, I guess.
In here, I'm talking about two of you versus me. This is how it is
It's
all
so
the
funny.
time.
No, I just think it's hilarious. Like, I am all for you can get a workout. That was not what the discussion was. It was like you were using that as a selling point
Yeah.
of why a one wheel
But you're
might
right.
be.
You're right. Most of the time, it's Holly and I. Like, Holly could say, I use a pencil to work out, and I would be like, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's a
Yeah,
workout.
Exactly. And I would go, that is the most ridiculous thing ever. Here's the deal. Let's put you on. If you don't think it's a workout, you ride 5
Of course,
miles
this is
a
what
day.
happens. This is what happens.
5 miles a day for 5 days straight, and then come talk to me
I'd be down for that.
how
actually.
difficult that is and how sore you're going to be. Why is it? Because you're working your body out in a different way.
I
Yeah,
don't know.
She's speechless and quiet.
I would be
She
down
knows
for
I'm
that.
right.
I would be down for that.
How?
I'm totally fine with that.
Okay.
I'm not saying that you don't feel it. I'm not saying, but if I were to tell you, if I were to come to you and say, hey, I'm going to go for my workout and get on my one wheel and ride,
Yeah, that's
you'd be like,
hilarious. You should do
whatever, wife.
that. You should do that, Holly. That would be so
You'd
savage.
be
of
totally
you.
like, that's not a workout. You're not getting your heart rate up. You
No,
might
no,
be
no, no,
sore.
don't put words
I
in
can get
mouth
my
now.
heart rate up. I'll just put on some music that makes me
like,
like
so that's all I'm
man.
saying.
Yeah,
Like,
like-
that's all I'm saying.
All right, I think I would actually applaud you if you said I'm gonna come do that. Now, if you told me it was your workout, I'd be like, no, but
no, but that's what you need to
Exactly.
call it.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
need to say this is my workout.
but that's fine. Give us okay.
Okay, do we need to finish the list?
No, we got it. We got
Okay,
it. One wheel
what-
superior.
One
We're-
wheel's first.
Yeah, and here's
obviously.
why we would say one wheel is the best. Yes, everyone's gonna say you're biased. This is One Wheel Wednesday, and it's
It's the only one that gives you a workout.
All of these different things that we have learned how much or how versatile the one wheel is in that you can ride it on pavement and off pavement. It can handle grass and it can handle gravel. It can handle the uphills, and you don't have to do any it's out of a box. It's ready to go. Yes, you can do this on a skateboard. You can get those huge tires put on the sides. Yes, you can do that, but it drastically impacts the riding of those devices to modify them for those situations, whereas a one wheel straight out of the box can do both and does both very well. You can make it even better by changing out the tires and making some customizations to it. Out of a box, hands down, one wheel. Now, learning curve, I think there is probably, out of these, that's what we should have ranked. Which one do we think? I think the hoverboard, let's go here. I think the bike is the easiest. About a 0 entry because most people know how to ride those, okay? I think the scooter, probably in skateboard or in hoverboard for me, are all very close in. It's very similar learning curve. Segway, I think that's probably not even in the list at that point. And then one wheel's got to be one of the harder ones to ride. Well, it appears that way. Very intuitive in the way they designed it. Lean forward, look straight ahead, all that kind of stuff. Okay. That is that conversation. We're going to move on into, as we talked about, modifications for your board and stuff that would make it easier to ride. We have in our possession.
Wait, one more thing on this.
Wow, okay.
Eric just made a great statement. One wheel is the most entertaining one for sure. And I think we'd all probably agree with that.
I agree.
Yeah, you just think about the tricks you can make and stuff that you can do on your one wheel, whereas you can do bike tricks, but those e-bikes are just,
They're heavy.
they're big. So you're limited. Like, again, I'm not telling you can't do it. It's just somebody's going to always come back and say, oh, no, you can't. I get it. You can. It's just, all right, let's move on to this. This
The
is
Enduro!
the Enduro tire we have in our possession. It came in the mail today. It came.
It's really cute.
Oh.
What? You just said the tire is really cute? Well, like if you're
I
watching
can't
it
remember the
all,
last time I called a tire cute, but
my wife
I
just
agree,
called the
it's really
tires
cute.
made
I agree.
cute.
It's really cute.
Could you please expound? Because you call
No.
me cute sometimes, and your children cute, and puppies cute,
And
then
this
this tire. Please.
No,
please,
I just had
expound.
forgotten. We were just talking about it at lunch. And what did I say? Something about it. And you were like, oh, you lost some guys.
It's okay.
I don't know what we said. I can't remember what I said. You just opened it up. And I was like, oh, I said, well, that's cool. And you
It
were
is
like, cool.
yeah.
And I was like, meaning like cool that the
It
Float
doesn't
Life
look
guys,
like
Jeff wrote a
another
note and
tire.
everything. You know, I wasn't mean like cool. So then I just forgot what I had said. So then I said it looked cute.
It doesn't look like other tires that
Yeah,
have
it
been
definitely
made.
has
I think
Has
that's
its
why it's
own
an
look.
eye catcher. It's an eye catcher.
And we'll do a full review on it where we zoom in on and close, but this is a podcast and we have it. Love the Float Life logo in the tread. I think that's pretty cool. I also like how you have, you can see the V that runs here, but all of these, like this tread right there, okay? That's got, it's grooved there. So it's just a very different way to have some tread on here. I can't wait to slap this on. We've since the review of this Vega tire. This is my least favorite tire of all time. Is this Vega tire right here? And I've just put it here because I'm never going to put it on again. But unboxing this because they come collapsed. This took no muscle. This took me warming it up by a fireplace to get it to where I could get it to be a full tire. I've never felt such a wide, cushy feeling in the middle. Like, this is a special tire. And this is based on all the different tires I have felt. Based in the women's words in this room, it's a cute tire.
Well, but there's people in the chat saying that she should have called it sexy, but that you can't call it that for some reason.
Why can't? They're saying they can't?
But like, if we think that tire's sexy,
Why couldn't you say that?
you're gonna say the tire's sexy.
Well, why couldn't you say the tire's sexy? What would be the...
Would that be better?
I don't know.
Would
if
you
it's
ever
sexy or
prove
not
that?
yet. I actually would say it looks cute right now because I can see it, but I think I need to ride it before I make my final judgment of whether or not it's sexy.
That's just ridiculous because
It's so
that
weird.
terminology, if we went
That's
down that
weird.
road,
It doesn't even
would
make
get in
sense.
so much trouble
You're
with
right.
that.
You're not wrong. Thank you.
So this is, I would have taken, if my wife won, I would have been caught off guard if she would have said this is sexy because she's never said anything in her entire life is
Yeah,
sexy.
I would have been caught off guard too.
So, but she says that it's like, I get what she's saying. It's like eye-catching. It pops. And that's what it does when you first look at it. It doesn't look like any other tire out there.
That's so true.
And it doesn't feel like any of the other tires. So my assumption on those two things, my scientific calculations would tell me if it doesn't feel like or look like any other tire, it's not going to ride like any other tire out there. Here's the question, and we'll let you guys decide in the chat. And I'm going to also ask Float Life this question. What should I put it on? The stock XR, so the rails are stock and all those things, or is this tire like really awakened in all of its creation on the WTFs?
I'm going WTF.
You're saying WTFs. I really don't know.
I'm excited
like,
to see what Float Life says about that.
It will be interesting. In Float Life, if you're watching, thank you for this. Let me read the note from Jeff. Put a smile on my face today. And it's just so I can point out the details. When people who spell my name right, it's like, okay.
That's impressive.
They know. They're watching. Jeff goes, I'm assuming Jeff really wrote this. So, Scott and family, all 100 of you, ha ha ha, made me laugh. There is a lot around here. Love to hear your thoughts on the new Enduro tire. We designed it to be extremely stable at high speeds, hold an edge on heavy turns without wobble, and super quiet under your feet. Float on, my friend. Jeff. Well-
Yeah. They're saying WTF in the chat, like the rails.
Okay.
So.
And they are talking about, I don't know the details on it, but Jeff has mentioned in some of the videos that they're going to do an Enduro for the GT. Awesome. Would love, that would be spectacular.
That's what I was going to ask you. That's not for the GT.
No, that's for the XR,
Yeah.
not the GT. Okay, just so everyone's clear. So we're pretty stoked on that. Look for that review dropping. We are coming out of a busy season for us here in our other jobs that we do. And so we will get back to making some video and content throughout the week other than on Sundays and Wednesdays. We have some really cool things that now we have 2 tires we're going to try and demo for you.
What's the other one?
We have the Pint, who is from Flight Fins. They made the extra wide, tall tire. We're going to give that a go from Hoosier and Flight Fin collab, so we'll check that one out. We can put that on a couple of different ones. We can do the Pint X, the Pint, or the Growler. So we'll see which one we put on that. So I'm pretty stoked. Okay, let's talk about Onewheel in the wild. Not wild like where we driving around and see them, but in movies. I think it's pretty cool to watch them pop up in movies. This video game, I've never played it. But this clip came in, and I thought, you know what? We should give some massive credit. This is what a Onewheel will look like in about 20 years, I think. Maybe, let's go 5 years from now, okay? This is let's click that, ladies. It is called The Legends of Redantra, I think. Lily might know how to say it better than me. Look at that thing. Looks just like a Onewheel.
I think it's Legend of the Runeterra.
But I want you to watch this. This is what I think would be great on the next one. Watch the back foot to go into like a hyper speed. You click down on it. See, she just did that. Poof, gone.
What? Where'd you even
replay
find
that.
Where'd
Watch the back foot. This
where
would be
did
so
you
cool.
even find this?
Okay, look at this thing. It looks straight like a Onewheel, right? But from like, I mean, it's got to.
Well, that's for sure where they got the idea.
Okay, riding, looking so rad, and then watch the back foot. They're gonna click down right there. Went down, and now boof.
Oh,
taken
geez.
off. Woo!
That looks scary.
That looks amazing.
I think it's Legends of the Runeterra.
They need to add that into the next version of the Onewheel, is that you can step backwards and it actually turns on like some kind of jet system. And, it'd be sweet. It'd be sweet. Okay, and then this one is probably a no-brainer. A lot of you probably knew this, but Brad Pitt a couple years ago did a movie. It was called Ad Astra.
Yeah, Ad Astra.
Okay, we got a clip. We just have a picture of it because I didn't want a copyright strike on our YouTube channel. Here's a picture of that for you to see. See the Onewheels? That's Brad Pitt on the left.
I remember when they rolled through on those.
There are 2 Onewheels, and this is set in a space station up in the sky. There's a couple of them that ride by, and that's just the screen capture of it. They made it in there. And then, like Lily said earlier, you have... what was it? The Grandpa movie?
Bad Grandpa.
Bad Grandpa. We'll give that clip a go next week.
Is it? I thought it was War with Grandpa or something like that.
Maybe it's
Bad Grandpa is something different.
Yeah, maybe it might be War with Grandpa.
Is Bad Grandpa the Jackass one?
No.
Well, I think it's Johnny
I don't think
Knoxville.
so.
War with Grandpa.
War with Grandpa is
with Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Okay, anybody else got movies that you have seen Onewheels in that we should grab clips of? Please DM us, or you can drop a comment in here and we'll grab them. We would love to be able to throw those up here.
It's the War with Grandpa.
Okay, we did a range test over this weekend where we went downtown. It was the first beautiful day in spring. It reached over 50 degrees.
We were just
beautiful. Lucky. And if you haven't seen this video, it was the latest video we dropped this Sunday. We did a range test on the GT, which a lot of people pushed back on the way we did it. Instead of just like watch us ride for like 30 miles, we made a game of it. And then periodically gave where we were at on the charging. We had pints and XRs and a GT out there. How many times did everybody have to stop and charge, Lil?
I had a pint and I had to charge it twice. Probably should have charged it 3 times.
Probably. Can we say that a little bit more truthful?
Not truthful. I guess I should have, yeah.
Because you ended up, if not, you would have been walking or you would have forced us guys to tested the chivalry to give you our board and us walk.
Yeah.
Okay, so she, on her pint, charged 3 times. The XR charged twice that we had. Here's some footage of us riding around downtown. We had to bonk. We made it like a scavenger hunt. What's that? How?
You had 2 teams, Team Bali and Team Bonk.
Team Bali, Team Bonk. We had a bonk in front of the Viking Stadium, which we're doing here, and then you had a race to charge. Go check it out. Here is Team Bonk. They literally found on the side of the road a
Charging
outlet.
station. That's
Yep.
crazy.
Not a charging station.
Well,
It's an
outlets.
outlet.
Outlets.
Is a charging station.
a char-
True,
like-
but I just could not believe.
Why are you arguing with me so much today?
I'm feisty. It's the weather. Okay, so am I the only one that thinks it's odd that in the middle of downtown there's outlets on the outside of buildings for people to just come? Is that generosity of that place or just over? They didn't think about it. What do you think? What do you think?
I think it's weird.
I think it's kind of interesting, but at the same time, you'd find that at I don't know, schools or other buildings.
Yeah, but we're not talking about the suburbs. We're talking straight downtown Minneapolis.
Which is probably even more. Like, there's so many more people usually down there.
So you're saying it seems normal.
Yeah. Well done, Minneapolis.
Okay. Lil, when I saw that in the video, I was like, what?
I think it's weird.
I'm with you.
I think it's weird because it's like someone else's electricity that they're taking from.
Yeah.
What kind of building
I'd like
was
to know
it?
The reason
It doesn't
why
really-
they have it on there.
Does it really say, could you tell what type of building it was? Because if you're near, a train station or a bus station or something like that, I wouldn't think that's weird.
Yeah, okay. I just thought it was very odd. We got a question coming in. We get these questions all the time. This is from TJ Games. I have a question. I have an OG pint right now. It's funny. They've been out for 3 years, and now the OG pint right now. And I might have the opportunity to buy an XR for $900, or should I wait a year and just get the GT? That is a very, very, very interesting question.
I think you should wait.
Lily says wait, but
I
she
say
gave
get
you
the
no
XR.
rhyme or reason to that. She's just saying wait.
I think you should get what's new.
Okay. $900 seems a little stout. I would like more details on the XR. Like, how many miles does
What
it
do
have
you get
on
with it?
What does it look like?
Like the
all those
condition
kind
it's
of
in?
things. So $900 seems okay, but $900 is you're almost halfway to the GT. GT, you get the new technology. With what Lily's saying, it's the newer of the fleet, if you will. You're buying an XR, which will get you on the road today, but you're going to be left with the third party places in getting things that you might need for that. I don't know if you can call up and get a front sensor or a front footpad for the XR. I don't know this from Onewheel. So then where would you go get that? And that leads us to the problem at hand. I know that. But where would you get that serviced? Where would you? So
would you say you're really close to a Pine X?
Pine X would be.
And then save up for the GT?
That's a good. I'd almost get a couple more bucks somehow and get a Pine X and wait for the GT. That is a great solution, Hal. I don't know why I didn't think that.
I may not ride, but I
She's
know
like-
numbers.
She's
You
like,
do.
I'm amazing.
I mean,
I didn't say that.
You had that look on your
Bebe,
face.
you're
though.
looking sexy right now. I'm just telling you right now.
Any chance I could get a quick shout out, Lily, for having to be boardless for 3 months? I'm so sorry.
What
you
happened,
had to
Wilson?
be
Why are you
But you
Boardless.
didn't say their name. You just read their quote.
Wilson Woodard.
Okay, shout it out. Shout you out.
Listen,
There's a couple people that
But,
have said that $900 for the XR is a great price, which is probably true. You just don't know the extent of what the future holds for the XR.
It's
so
a great price, but I've
I-
also seen them cheaper. Somewhere in the Twin Cities the other day, there was one for $600, and it was, based on what I read on it, it was a really good.
it was in good condition.
Yeah, good condition, all that stuff. I'm not in the market for an XR, so I didn't jump on it. But $600 for one, you better eat that up real fast, because man, the XR is a great ride, but there's something about the torque and power that's sitting in the Pint X and the GT.
Agree.
That's just, and I
It's so
really
fun.
like that. We've done videos already where the Pint X and the XR take off from the line, and you just the XR gets up to speed and faster than the Pint X, but that takeoff, that punch, isn't there, and so you oftentimes will nosedive right away. Whereas the Pint X, it's got a good amount of power. It just gets you going. It's really nice. Speaking of power, we got a great video we're gonna film for you tomorrow because it's a sunny day. We're gonna explain it to you in hopes that you'll tune in for it. We're gonna spin a dial like a game show with names on it. Whoever names lands on it picks up an egg, and the rest have to jump on their Onewheels and ride away. Person with the egg in their hand gets to throw it and hit somebody in the back. If they get hit in the back, they're out. Last Onewheeler standing in this game wins.
I may or may not be appearing on my
Holly's
one wheel.
playing it because we're getting her on a one wheel. She is playing.
Yeah.
I
Really,
told
what do you think
them.
you're gonna do in this one.
I'm most concerned about getting on my one wheel quickly and like dodging.
Yeah, I think that's gonna be the issue. Is I feel like I will have an advantage.
Can we switch? To
Yeah,
your-
she's Icon and Historic are
I just
doing
like
our-
see myself up there, and I'm like,
while you're not
this
talking.
is not me talking.
Okay. So if you're listening to it as a podcast, you miss some of those things.
Some
like
of the
you're just hearing it,
humorous.
you don't get all the video camera switching that has to happen.
Which is totally fine.
It is, which is really great. But I think I'll have an advantage in this said game because the XR and the pints, they don't activate on a regular basis right away. But whereas the GT activates every. I've yet to step on my GT, and you know how you get on those and then they don't activate, so you just fall forward and you look like
You
a
have
moron.
yet to step on your GT and do that?
Yeah, it's always turned on. I have loved that from the get-go.
Nice.
It's been one of those things I celebrate. I understand that they changed the foot pads, which have led to some of the other issues, but I like it. So I feel like my advantage, I can get on there and go while the others are going to him-humming around back there on their one wheels trying to get going, and they're going to just
I
take
guess
an
we'll
egg.
see. I don't know.
It's going to be hilarious.
I have no concerns.
I have
You
none.
shouldn't, but you will probably get hit with an egg. Pretty
I did tell
rapidly.
them earlier that they do not want me to be the thrower.
She's a previous softball player.
I have great
pitcher.
aim.
She's got a strong arm.
Yeah, so here's the interesting bit is like, Lily, if you're up first and you get to throw the egg first, so you have everyone
You
in.
are out.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You're gonna throw
Yeah,
it right
I'll
at me
aim
first.
for you right away. Are you
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, because once you're out of that round, you're out, right?
You,
You're out. You don't get to play
I'd be
anymore.
going for you, then I'd be going for Legend, then Epic, and then Holly.
Okay.
Maybe.
Just so it's
maybe.
noted.
I need to think about. Oh wait, we got other players. too.
Who's just so it's noted, Lily, you will be the first person I throw the egg at.
cool? Same
So-
here. I just said that.
But I'm just saying that it's going
He's
back
only
right at
saying
you.
that because you said that first.
No, I'm gonna throw it at her. No, actually, I have zero concern of her hitting me with the egg, and I think her staying in the video would make the video
I
better.
think I have lots of good aim.
I've watched you throw water balloons.
True.
The water balloon never hit what you were aiming for.
You better go get your one wheel and work out, girl.
Yeah,
better
come
go.
on.
Better leave the podcast and go work out with my one wheel after this.
Okay, the
Just to
comments are
prepare.
great today. You've gotta get some thoughts. Oh, that's Holly. TJ Game says a GT Growler would be awesome. It would be a thick. Why are you laughing?
Because
Lily lost it. It'd be a thick board, but it'd be BOI.
Boy.
big boy.
Yeah,
Thick boy.
board is what they're talking about.
No.
it's boy.
You
Be
guys,
like-
I know what they're saying, but I'm
Okay.
saying that's what they're talking about. How it'd be a big growler.
But yes, you're right. You're right. You're right.
My
you're right.
goodness, Lily just losing her mind or just giggling. The Holly's out of control today. Someone help us.
No, it would be.
Where's the exit button?
He's
It's going down.
You can exit. Holly and
Get
I
your
will
buzzer
stay.
thing up
Okay,
there and boing
I'm
you
no
out
longer
of here.
talking.
He's
Everyone
saying.
applause.
So what he's saying is, if we put a growler on a GT, it would be a thick boy. It would be like fat. Like it's already big. But a growler makes him smaller. He's not talking. Put it
TJ,
on-
let us
put it
know
on
what you
camera
decide.
6.
We'd love to hear
Put
it.
on camera 6. If why aren't you talking? Okay, a growler was made for an XR to be smaller, like a pint. So wouldn't it? Right? Yeah, that's true. Full Life made the growler.
Is
So
it?
if you put a growler on a GT, it wouldn't be. It would try to make it a little bit more small. Right? Look, put
Boy.
it back on 6. Look, he's just staring. All right, so that could
Wait, hold on.
Do you have
guys
thoughts?
are the ones that were just saying a second ago, like, why are you coming out? It's like, so, okay, I said I wouldn't talk anymore. And then, look, you didn't know
Well,
what to
we're
talk about
sitting
anymore.
here trying to I'm trying to finish the thought.
And what, it's my fault that you're not?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'll just see what they say in the chat. They're not. Saying,
Tyler.
they're talking about Nerf guns now.
Yeah, I did see that. Hi, Tyler. I'm just reading what you wrote there. I ordered an extra XR hub, and it's being sent to fit my GT. Game changer. Where are you ordering? I missed. You might have said it earlier, but where are you ordering the XR hub?
Yeah,
You got the whole chat wanting to know where it came from.
So that would be like, where are you finding that XR hub? A lot of people would love to know that. That'd be super nice to know. Is there a place out there making a hub that's that size? Okay, while they answer that, we are designing our very own. We need to come up with a. What's that?
Nothing.
Oh, I thought you said where it was. Okay, we're designing our backyard trails. Okay, if we can put the picture up, ladies, over there, the picture of our trails, that would be really cool. It's towards the end. It's covered in snow, but it's the best way to see the trails that we have cut. We need a name for this. There's our trail systems. There's some new ones cut already. We have features that are going along in there. What should we call this? Like, we need some cool name for this trail system that we are building currently. A berm in. We're building some teeter-totters. We got the what we call the wave, but it's the pump track in there. What should we call this trail system? We would love some thoughts on that. And we want to show you, thanks ladies for putting that up, we want to show you an idea that we have that we're going to make and get your thoughts on. Do you think it would, as a one-wheeler, this would be a scary thing to ride or not?
Yes.
We're calling it, yes. It's called a teeter-totter, seesaw, however you want to say it. Check this footage out right here. This is from Burn Peak's website. This is where we saw it. We want to build that. Not as big, because I don't think a one-wheel would be able to. It would have to be
Not
size.
as long, you mean? Not as long.
It can't be as tall.
Oh, okay.
Because with the one-wheel, we would never be able to get up it. So there's the teeter-totter in all its glory. That thing looks amazing.
Looks like fun. I would be scared at first, for sure.
You would. Why would you? What would make you afraid, Will?
I would be scared to fall.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody says Twin City Waves.
That's what they're saying to name it, or the Black Widow so far.
Ooh, the Black Widow is one. The Black Widow, that's a cool one.
One should be called Black Diamond, as in a ski trail. Tyler Hamlin still isn't answering where he gets his XR hub from.
Ghosted us.
No, but he's saying how much it costs, but he hasn't.
He hasn't
tell us
said
where you got it from. Where'd you order it from?
The Black Widow trails. Do we like that? Like,
I think I like it.
I think
I
Marvel.
wanna hear more.
Marvel.
I think Marvel when I think of Black Widow. Like, you know what I mean? Like superhero-ish.
Yes. Yeah.
Which is fine, but I don't think extreme.
Do all the kids' names starting with the first letter and make up a word. That's a great idea.
That's 8 letters
we could try to do that. Holly would be good at that.
We have 8 letters, not very many vowels. Well, we have 2. We have an E and an I.
Yeah.
So we could make up
I could work with
2
that.
I's, somebody said. That's a fair idea. Trails. I like the Twin Cities waves. I like that. Okay, so what do we think of the little? Would you ride the teeter-totter?
Yes, I would eventually ride
Eventually. Okay, so you think, Holly, you said immediately that looks scary.
So, I mean, yes, every part of it does to me. But when you go up, and then as it's coming down, that jolt of coming down, I'd straight up flip off my one wheel. Straight up. I just know I would.
We can't all wait to film you doing this. Like, this would be great. Everybody wants in the chat. They've all been asking, why doesn't Lily or why doesn't Holly ride the features? Get her on the features. So
who's
we're
been
gonna
saying
make a
that?
video montage of Holly riding the features.
Who's been saying that?
Oh, it's in there. It's
I'm
just
not
moved.
seeing that anywhere.
It moved up. I mean, scroll back through. It's really at the beginning. Why doesn't Holly ride the features? We're going to make a whole montage of that, of her riding the features. Actually, I should have clipped out her first time riding the berm at our old house. You would have thought we asked her to ghost the thing or something, or ride it as fast as
You had to hold me.
Yeah, I was like, are you kidding me right now?
I can do it on a bike.
We're not talking about
I mean, maybe not. Maybe not.
Your daughter over there, if you heard her being sassy, she said, you can't even shift a bike.
Oh,
man,
wow.
everybody coming at you today.
Wow.
You're
making your own dinner.
Okay, so Flight Fins got a hold of the GT this week. At least that's what appears in social media. They posted a video of, I think Flight Fins is from Ohio. That's somebody help me out. Is that where Flight Fin is located?
I can confirm that.
But Flight Fin posted this video on their YouTube channel of them taking it out for the first spin. They talked about, and here's footage as we continue to talk. They talked about this is their prototype for their flight fins. If you're unfamiliar with what flight fins are, you'll see it in a second as they're going to put the things on the side. They're talking about these are their prototypes. They're trying to figure it out, right? There's a prototype for the GT. He put on the old school ones where you just screw them into the fender so he could go out there and test drive. But flight fins are those things that hug your feet into the board that would make you feel like a little bit more like snowboarding. So when you pop off something, you bolly, or if your team bonk, you bonk an object and you get really high. Well, now they're going to it stays on your feet. Floaty is one of the guys that I see ride a lot with those. Lily, what keeps you from riding those? Because I've never seen you even attempt the flight fins. Why?
Well, the true reason is because they've never come through our office. I don't think.
Okay. That's
Okay.
fair.
I would totally try them once, and then I'd probably be good without them because I'm just not trying to do tricks. But
So you're saying
I would try them.
do you not gravitate to them and like want them because you're like, boy, I think they would impede your riding? Or
I think if I wanted like a snowboarding like experience more of one, then I would want to ride with them. I wouldn't be opposed to it.
okay, somebody's I'm not opposed to them. I've never tried them. With Lily saying what she's saying, I've never been around somebody that's had a set. I have never ordered a set, so I've never gotten to ride them. I think that they're a great idea because they do allow you to, I mean, when you pop off something, the air people are getting with their flight fins is tremendous. And I think early on when I was first starting on Onewheels, I gravitated to them. And then just that attachment to the fender, they've just modified it so much from that moment that it doesn't strip things. And they've done such a great job to upgrade their products. So Flight Fin, if you're into what they're creating, they're a great brand. Their tires, they do some really good tires. Their Whisper tire is a spectacular tire. Their Tread 2 tire, great tire. Like they're one of those companies for one wheel aftermarket products. They put out some really cool stuff. So give them a shout. Check them out. Wilson Woodward is asking, should I get the flight fins for my GT? Wait for them to come out with the new GT fender for flight fins? If it's me personally, I would wait for whatever they're cooking up over there. There's going to be a complete thing that it will probably be much like their latest version for the XR, where it won't wear and tear on some of the bolts and things on your fender. But talk to them. I'm not a representative of theirs. I don't know the ins and outs of their stuff. But if you're on the fence, somebody says, turn Scott's mic up. No one has ever said that to me.
Someone else actually already said it in the chat today, so I did.
Oh, yeah,
But
just slide her up a little bit there. I'm not sure why they're down, but
you're
there you
normally
go.
so loud, so you have to be lower than
People want to hear what I got to say. Great. We'll just leave you there. If I got too loud, I'm so sorry. But, okay, so check out Flight Fins. As they've got a hold of that, they're starting to develop stuff. Pretty stoked to see what people are going to drop for the GTs. If you would, do us a favor. We want to do a segment here of your crashes. Next week, we will post some of the most worst, gnarliest one-wheel wrecks.
Yeah, let's see them.
But we would love for you to send them into us. So you can DM us a link. You can either DM Lily or me. You could DM Holly, but the chances of her actually seeing said DM is how high of a chance it not being seen, Holly?
What are you, like, on my Instagram?
Yeah, somebody.
Yeah, you can DM me.
Yeah, how often do you respond to DMs?
Anytime I'm DM'd.
Oh,
She does. We DM. She answers me.
okay, she answers you. Okay, there you go. So you can DM any one of us, but
you give him a lot of hate, baby.
no hate. Get out of here. Oh my goodness.
Woodard, not Woodward. That's what everyone says. Woodard.
Oh, did I say it wrong?
I want flight fins so bad. And Melanie is on the fence as she just rolled 100 cam on her pint. Whoop whoop. Love the content. Keep it up, and everyone have a great job.
Wonderful.
That's how I read it.
That's
Thank
how you
for the
it felt
exclamation
good.
point.
Wilson says your mic is too loud.
Somebody just said my mic's too loud.
Too loud now.
We cannot win today. I'm sorry if it's too loud. I could have just put my headphones on and listened, I guess, to see, but I'm not putting them on. It's too late. We're about to wrap this thing up today. Our heat in our studio not working so hot today. We're actually out of kerosene, so as our noses are getting a little red, it's because it's chilly in here. It's just, why are you giggling over there, Hal?
Yeah, Holly is.
You both are out of control today. How are you laughing a bunch?
Because my iPad is on slight delay. So when the video comes up, it's like after you're talking, it's just funny. Like I'm just laughing at all of the chat today. It's funny.
It is funny.
Oh, somebody's asking, how do we DM you? You've got to go to Instagram and do such. You can leave a comment on this down below, but if you don't want that information out or things, you can DM us. That's why we're saying DM on Instagram, so that it's direct messaging us there. So then it's just a conversation between you and me, or Lily and you, so that we can get your information. Go find the video, or if you send us the video there, we can screen record it and be able to next week have a fun new segment here, the best and the worst crashes of our viewers. We're pretty excited about bringing that to you, but we need your help in getting us that said content. We really want to start telling some of your stories around here, and we'd love to interview one of you next week. And so we might DM some of you, find some of you on Instagram, and see if you would like to be interviewed and talk about One Wheel next week on our channel. If you have not done so, would you subscribe to this channel, as we are always trying to put out the best content we can and talk about One Wheels and make you laugh and smile and escape from life. So give us a subscribe. It really does help when you leave a comment and a thumbs up. You know, we're playing a game against a computer. And so that's the only way they know if people are enjoying the content and stuff, by you subscribing, you giving thumbs up, or dropping comments. So we'd love that, so we can keep spreading the stoke to heaps of people. Go check out our range test from this past Sunday. It was so much fun. If you've not downloaded our video game, we have a One Wheel video game. It's made for just Apple right now. I'm so sorry for all of you Android people out there. I'm sorry. We didn't make that one for you yet, but you can go for your iPad or Apple device. We have footage of it. It's meant to look old school, vintagey video game style, things like Paperboy / Rad Bike. This is Joey,
What's
Lily,
Paperboy? Is that an old
Paperboy is an old
Video game.
where you
rode a bike and then you were like,
threw paper onto,
and then dogs came out.
and
That's funny.
rocks were in the middle of the street, trip you up. So you pick, and then here's all your things. You're trying to avoid the obstacles, which is a bush, rocks, and squirrels. People hate those squirrels, where the squirrels are throwing nuts at you. You got to avoid them. This is the start of the game. We're lined up, Joey, Lily, and Scott. Let me just give you a pro tip. If you're going to try to beat the computer, you have to knock over the other one-wheelers, or they will pass you. There's just no way around it. That's your pro tip. This is me buzzing through. Got hit by a walnut by a stinking peanut. Go download the game. It's free and will always be free. Okay, there you go. Guys, thank you so much for hanging with us today. It's been an enjoyable day. We're always trying to bring you the latest and greatest information about One Wheels.
And all things cute for One Wheels.
Cute. Look for this video to drop really soon. The foot pads to drop that we had, the Kush foot pads, the foam pads. Wait for that to drop. We got some really cool stuff dropping for you guys. We can't wait for you to see it. Thank you for joining us and making our day brighter. We hope you've enjoyed this One Wheel Wednesday podcast with us. Lily, do you have anything important to say before we sign off?
Yes. Hug your families.
And then you
That's what I got.
giggle. Okay.
No, seriously. Tell them you love them. If you can't hug them, tell them you love them.
Okay. Holly, anything you would like to add to the podcast you feel like's been missing today?
Get out there and try something new.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to One Wheel for you next week. Bye next week.
Great.
I'm going to log my miles.
You're going to log your 5 miles a day.
I might have some of those fall videos for you.
Yes, this is true. You get out of here.
And I'm going to go for a workout.
And work out on your One Wheel?
Lee Weber would like to quickly play Is Lily Sitting or Standing?
Ooh, is Lily sitting or standing? Lily likes this game.
No, he just asked to play it. We didn't play it.
Who asked her to play it?
Lee Weber said, wait, we didn't play Is Lily
Okay,
Sitting
Lily's
or Standing?
sitting or standing. Hold on first. Let's see. Let's just see about Holly. Let's see how this works. Okay, we're gonna set up.
Oh my god!
Let's find out if it's just Lily this works for, or is Holly sitting or standing? What do you think, everyone? Put in the chat. Is she sitting or standing? We already have some people dropping in. The question is they're going sitting. They're saying Holly is sitting. Is she sitting? You can do it, Holly. Somebody says about there. Sitting for sure, TJ Games says.
They're saying I'm sitting?
No, they're talking
No.
about Holly right
Oh,
now.
okay. Got it.
This is my game now.
Okay, yeah, it's Holly's. Okay, Holly, are you sitting? Or
I am sitting. If I was standing, I'd be like this.
There you go. Okay, so
She's tall.
normal people, when they sit and stand, they get a different height. All right, now let's go to Lily. Is Lily?
I haven't moved, by the way.
You gotta get tight shot. Don't get the. Okay, is she sitting or standing?
Both sitting.
She's not moved yet. She's
Sitting,
reading
Holly.
your chat. Lily, you're on camera. It'd be great if you
Uh-oh.
looked and talked to people instead of you looked down. My goodness.
But I was reading. Sorry.
We're trying to get you a date and a husband.
I'm
You're
not
looking down on your own.
Trying to get a date and a husband on a,
No.
on a YouTube chat. Thank you, though.
I know. We just like to bring that back up. Lily.
Podcast.
You
You
bring
can't
it
look
back.
down. People
You're
don't wanna
literally
look at your
always
part.
like, Lily, you talk about how you're single all the time. But I wish there was just like always a point checker in my life so that
Like ding, 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 ding.
yours would just be so lit up.
Okay.
Because it's always you.
Somebody. Here we go.
We're a little bit half and half with Lily sitting or
Yeah,
standing
they're
in the
going.
chat.
Okay, so we got half and half.
What
Okay,
is
now here we
she?
go. Go, Lily. Tight shot. Tight shot. That's mom. Here we go. There's Lily. All right, Lil. What are you doing?
Well, can we reveal it on the other one?
Okay, reveal on the
There
other
it
end.
is.
She is. Drum roll. Let's
You-
show it. The white shot.
Number
the side
4.
cam.
Number 4.
Mm, but-
I'm half and half.
You can't do that. That's,
But I was.
Okay.
But
I
it
was.
doesn't
no one
change.
chose half and half. She got you. She duped you. Okay, now go sit there and here's why we play the game. Here's why we play
Go
the
sit
game
where?
of sitting and standing.
I'm so
Okay.
confused.
Lily, you're sitting, right?
Yeah.
Go tight to her. Now stand up. Look, she had now stood
It's
and
just
nothing
the
changed.
same. It's the same.
It's the same. Like this is the only human I know that this
I'm-
happens to. That she can sit and stand and be the exact same.
Okay. Okay.
What?
Have a great day, guys.
You guys
Lily.
asked for.
She doesn't need anybody
But her
except
pint.
for her pint. This is correct. She does. Like I have
well,
a laugh.
I would disagree with that, but
I give her a hard. I like to have a little bit of fun at it. She needs to relax a little bit.
no, I'm relaxed.
Okay. Okay. Hold on. Let's see. Does sitting or standing? We've never played
Yeah,
it with
you
me.
never played it with you.
Okay. Let's get to the tight shot.
Oh,
Is it working?
You got real low there.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. There we go. Okay. So like, here's me sitting, and then I'm gonna stand exactly where I was sitting. Oh nope! It's only the Lily thing.
Your whole head gets cut off.
Yeah, because that's what happens. Most people when they're sitting, and then they go to
I
stand.
don't know why
It's very
I
different.
am like this. I don't know why.
Yeah.
don't know
Well,
why.
Well,
that's
it's just
the way you're
because the
made.
height of the stool is the same height as her legs.
If you're still watching at this point, you are a fan, and we are grateful for you. Since you're still sticking around at this point, and it's the live portion, let's give something away.
Let's do it.
Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. You need to make sure you're subscribed to the channel, bell notification turned on, and you need to drop a comment. And we're only going to look in the next hour of comments because it's going to take a whole hour for someone to get through this. So we're going to give you time to drop a comment of your favorite part about this podcast. Drop that in there. Right now, you should be dropping the comment below the actual video, not in the chat. We're looking for a comment. Drop a comment down there, and we'll pick one of you. And next week, we'll tell you who you are the winner, and we will send you. We'll try to make sure that Electric Stoke does gift cards, and we'll send you a gift card to Electric Stoke to get one of these pocket rocks. That'll be pretty fun. So that's what you're doing. Comment over there, and we will read it in the next hour. We'll pick a winner, and next week we'll tell you who it is because you're still hanging around, and we appreciate you. You guys are awesome. We love being able to do this and spread the Stoke about Onewheel and what's happening in the community. Maybe we'll see you this summer at one of the big things that are happening, like the flux burning is happening at the end of this. It's like happening this weekend, I believe. Let's put that up on the screen so everybody makes sure you're aware of it. If you haven't made plans and you live out in California, you might love this. It's right here. Can we put up the image? Flux burning. It's right at the end. Historic. If you scroll down, trying to lead my little daughters through the technology side of this stuff. And so I think it's this Saturday and Sunday. Is any of the ladies going to help me out here? Or no? Nobody? Not going to talk about it?
I can't see it.
No, it's not see it. It's
But
the flux burning.
I'm trying to compare or like confirm something here. It has to be a comment on the video, not in the chat, right?
Right. It's in the chat.
No.
No, it's in the comment below.
Comment below on this video, not the chat. Okay.
Yes, that's correct. Which might happen when we end it. I don't know. Can you leave you should be able to.
Yeah, you can leave comments.
Okay, we don't have the flux burning image, so I thought we did, but it's this weekend. Go check it out. You can go to fluxmovement.com, I think, for information on it. It's going to be a pretty sweet weekend. Wish we were going to be there. That said, guys, we've given you a Minnesota goodbye, which means we said goodbye at least 3 times to you, and we haven't actually signed off yet. So this is us signing off for this One Wheel Wednesday podcast number 12. Hello, 12. 13 coming next week. Hey. Guys, stay safe out there. Keep the rubber side down on your one wheel. Bye now.
Bye.
Bye.